today's lesson will be okay. So today's lesson will be the present perfect, right? And also we might have some vocabularies if we had enough time. All right. I hope you all have a good audio connection. If you didn't hear anything, if you had any questions, if you have any issues with the audio, please let me know. All right. Okay. So here on the screen, I just shared the present perfect tense memo that I just made for you guys, especially for you here today. We're studying the present perfect tense. This is what I've been asked to prepare for you. And our lesson plan will be going, first we will describe the tense, the definition and the meaning of the present perfect tense. And then we're going through a few major points like the structure of the tense and when to use the tense, right? How to form a sentence using the present perfect tense, and some adverbs you're gonna need to know about it. So let's first start with describing the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, it refers to an action, a state, or an event, right? That either happened in at an indefinite time, which means unknown time, all right? So again, it refers to an action, state, or an event that either happened at an indefinite time, unknown time in the past, right? Or began in the past and continued to the present. So these are the two descriptions for the present perfect tense. So it either describe an action that happened at an unknown time, or an action that happened in the past and it continued to the present. All right. So do you have any questions about this one, about the description? I hope it's clear for you guys. If you want to ask anything, just unmute your microphone and speak directly to me, right? That's the description of the tense. Next, when to use this tense, right? Usually, you're gonna use the present perfect tense when you talk about an experience, when you're telling people about an event or a situation or a state you've been before, or a place you've been before, telling about an experience. All right. So usually you're telling about unknown time. So like for example, here I've been to Australia, I've been to Canada. You didn't mention when. You didn't say what time, what year, right? That's a good example for to use the present perfect in this case for unknown times, and you're telling an experience from the past, right? The second case you're going to use this tense in will be talking about recent past event, talking about recent past, very near time, not really from like long time ago. It's only 2 hours ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, not really very far away, a long time ago. So like for example here, have you finished cooking dinner yet? Have you finished cooking dinner yet, mom? Like now the food is on the fire in the kitchen. So, and you want to ask, have you finished cooking dinner yet, mom? So it's happening right now. Okay. So I'm going to ask you later to read and participate more, but let me just first explain these facts about the tense we're going to study today. Okay, so now let's go to the second next case. You're describing an event or a change over a period of time. Like for example, house prices have increased a lot lately. Andrew has grown since the last time I saw him. Okay, now let's talk about the structure, and we will go more about many examples you will read by yourself even with me. as a structure. Usually, you know about the singular pronouns, subjects, and the plural subjects. Usually, we use was, were, is, or are, has, or have, with different groups of pronouns or subjects. Guys, I would need your help. Please unmute your microphone now. I need you to participate more with me, putting the singular pronouns in one group and plural pronouns in one group. So let's start with the singular pronouns. Who knows? Who can answer me now? Which subjects, which pronouns we're going to put in the singular group? We have we, you, I, she, he, it, they.
I know.
All right. Which one we're going to put in with the singular, guys? Yes. Arwa?
Yes. We put she and he and it.
Very good. She, he, and it. Okay, do you agree with her, Fatma, Mariam, Mazin? Guys, I need you to participate, please. So do you agree with this? Are we all agreed here? He, she, and it with the singular pronouns?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we approve that. So it's actually correct. That's a fact. We put she, he, and it with a singular pronouns group. All right. And we're going to use has as a helping verb with this group of pronouns. All right, or subjects. We call them subjects or pronouns. It's same. All right.
And we will put
Yes.
they, we, you, I,
Yes.
in plural pronouns.
Yes,
With
that's
have,
true.
have.
This is the next, yeah, this is next step. Now we're going to put the plural group together, right? So we will end up with two groups only, the plural group and the singular group. And with each one, we're going to use a different helping verb, either has or have. Clear? All good? Okay. I usually like when my students reply me clear. Usually I say clear, teacher. Right, when we get long together, I would say like cool bananas. You say cool bananas means easy, or easy peasy, lemon squeezy, stuff like this. So I love it when you respond to me. Okay, I don't like it when I speak alone. All right, yes, thank you guys. So now let's move to the plural group. As you just said now and mentioned, it will be they. All right, we, you, and I in this group. Okay, and we're going to use have as a helping verb with them. Okay, so first we need to define the subject or the pronoun. All right, is it singular or plural? Because we're going to make another a crucial or important decision over this one, because the nature or the group of the subject will decide for us which helping verb we're going to use. Either has or have. If it's singular subject, we're going to use has. If it's a plural subject, we're going to use have, right? Then we're almost done. Only one step left, guys, is putting the verb in the correct form, right? Here, let me jump to page number 4, all right? Yes, it's right here. Okay. Just one moment. All right. So here you can see the same verb, but in different 3 forms, all right? And you can see even in different colors here, red, blue, and green. And each group, usually they have different names to them, for them. I will let you know all of them right now. So the first form we have here, awake, all right? Be, beat, become. First of all, these are irregular verbs. I choose irregular verbs because regular verbs are usually should be easy, right? Or nothing really surprisingly happening with them. Or very easy to expect them. You're gonna add ed. That's all. But with the pronunciation, it's a little bit tricky, and I'm going to tell you what to do with it later. But now, first form here. Let's back to this table we have. This table of verbs we have here. Bare forms, present. we can call them present or form 1, bare form. It's just bare. It's just normal, right? Second one is past simple. Or I hear the bell ringing. I don't know what does it mean, but if someone want to ask anything, just feel free to unmute and talk. Maybe it's a time thing or alarm. I'm not sure. So the second form we have here is a past simple. Past simple. We call it the second form. Yes, Mazen?
I say past simple.
Past simple. Yeah, that's the second form. Usually we say the second form. Okay, so usually the past form, people usually, for the easy name, they call it past form. Past, right? Past simple, past, or second form, all the same meaning. Okay, for the participle here, past participle, or the third form, you call it third form, right? Past participle. All right, and you're gonna notice that irregular verbs are different. Each form is different than the other one, right? Like for example here, catch, caught, caught. Right? It's choose, choose, choosing. Come, came, come. Right? It's different. Not like play, played, played. Right? Blow, blew, blown. Right? Bite, bit, bitten. It's different. Right? It's not always expected. Not. Yeah, you can't expect it like one pattern. It's gonna be different. There's always an exception. There's always an exceptions for these irregular verbs. So, but in the other hand, you're gonna have the regular verbs which are easy to expect them, like play, played, played, watch, watched, 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 right? Like that. So you can just add ed, but the sound of the ed is really, really different.
Written. Okay. So sorry to.
Yes, very good, very good. If you have any difficulties reading any of these verbs, just let me know now. I'm sharing on the screen with you. I'm going now to try to open a new file, different one.
Okay.
Just a moment. All right.
Color green.
Okay, which one again?
The green color. What's meaning of the perfect?
Participle.
Yes, yes.
Participle. Participle is the most past. It's a very strong past form of the verb. Okay, you have the middle form or the second form, which is the past simple. That's not very past, right? That's not very past tense. But for the past participle, it's a very strong past. All right. So we have present, and we have also. Just a moment here. Okay, we have the past simple and we have the past participle. With the perfect tenses, usually use the participle tense. Like usually with the present perfect, with the past perfect, we're going to use the past participle form. Now I'm going to open page. I'm going to open this page here. I want to show you. All right, yeah, here we go. Yes, just a moment. Can you see this green page?
Yes.
Let me double check. Yes. All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. That's it. This is what I'm telling you about the regular verbs here, guys. It's okay. Just a moment. No. Okay. All right. I'm going to reshare this one again. Just was a bad touch here.
Okay.
Group here. The sound of pronouncing each ed is different than the other one. Pronunciation of ed, the pronunciation of words ending in ed depends on the final consonant sound. There are 3 ways to pronounce ed. We have the first group on the left here, voiced sound. All right, you're gonna use very strong voiced sound here. Wanted, needed, wanted, needed. All right, these are regular verbs. Again, I'm reminding you. Voiced sound, wanted, needed. when it's only after T or D, all right? And we have here in the second group, voiceless one. You're gonna only pronounce a very soft T sound for the ED, all right? Like helped, looked, washed, watched, laughed, breathed, kissed, danced, fixed, all right? After those consonant, X, C, double S, T, H, G, H, C, H, S, H, K, and P, you're gonna give it a voiceless, very soft T sound. And the third group we have here, when it's followed after these consonants, L, N, R, G, V, S, W, Y, and Z. For example, you have cold, right? Cold, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, followed, enjoyed, amazed. You see how I pronounce it? D, amazed, right? So you have to watch out. Just don't underestimate the regular verbs. Don't think it's only regular, so it will be easy. All right, it's easy maybe on writing it and maybe memorizing it, but it's not all the same when it comes to pronunciation. All clear, guys?
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay, I'm glad. So let's move on to the next one here and see more and read more examples about these ones. And we're actually going to watch a video. I have a video for you telling with some pictures and maybe a story. It's all happening in the present perfect tense. All right. So I think we watch the video first, then we're back to do some reading. Are you cool with this, or do you prefer reading first? I think we'll watch the video first. All right. So let's go to watch the video. I'm going to share it right now. Just a moment. Right. Okay, which one? We have this. All right, let's watch this story here. I'm going to share the sound with you. All right.
I have come home.
I have come
But
home.
where have you been?
I have been to the grocery store.
Have you bought bread and oil?
Yes, I have. Have you fixed the faucet?
Yes, I fixed it finally. It seems to be working fine now.
I'm so happy to hear that. And have you also mowed the lawn?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to do it now.
Maria, have you seen Andrew?
I've just taken the dog out for a walk.
I see. Have you finished cleaning your room yet?
Yes, I have folded my clothes and I've put them away. I have made my bed and I have vacuumed the floor.
But you haven't taken out the trash.
Oh, you're right. I haven't done that yet.
And what about dusting the shelves?
I've already done that.
You've done a good job. Let me give you a hug. Oh, you have already come back, Andrew.
I've had such a busy day. Mom, you've given me too many chores.
I have given you the same chores as usual, Andrew. You haven't complained so much before. Has something happened?
I've had a busy week and I'm a little tired.
Then get some rest. You have done enough for today. I'm proud of you.
It's 5 p.m. Everybody is in the living room. The bell is ringing.
I wonder who it is. Mom, Dad, have you invited anyone over?
It's a surprise.
Their cousins have come over with their parents. Maria and Andrew are surprised to see them.
I'm so glad you finally arrived. We've missed you.
We've missed you too.
I brought you some delicious cookies. Please help yourselves.
Thanks, Auntie.
We haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
We've done a lot of fun things lately. We have gone sailing in a yacht, and we visited a museum. Have you ever been on a yacht? No, we haven't, but we have been on a ship once. And guess what? I have learned to swim this week. You know, I have always wanted to be able to swim. That's so great. I'm really happy for you. What about you? What have you done lately? Well, I've participated in a singing competition this week, and I've won. Wow, congrats! You have the most beautiful voice I have ever heard. So you have finally overcome your fear of singing in front of a lot of people. That's right. I have stopped being afraid now. What about you, Bridget? You said you wanted to take violin lessons. Have you started yet? Oh yeah,
All right, guys. So now let's back again to our little book we have here, the PDF file I'm going to share with you. And in this section now, we're going to do more reading. So please, if you really want to read now, let me know, or I'm just gonna call your name. All right. So who wants to read? Jenna?
Me, teacher.
All right, we're gonna read all of us one by one. Let's go first with Jenna. First one raised her hand.
Okay.
So go ahead. You can read number one. We have played football on the ground.
We have played football on the ground.
All right, very good. You see here we use have because it's plural subject and played past participle verb, right? We have played football on the ground. Who's next now? Omar?
Yes,
Go
teacher.
ahead.
He has written a letter to her friends.
All right, very good. Just watch out your R and written. He has written a letter
Written.
to her friend.
The W
To her
silent.
friend. Yes. Written.
Okay.
Write, wrote, written. Write, wrote, written. Okay, Omar?
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. Next one. Who's next now, guys?
Me, teacher.
All right, go
Me.
ahead, Fatima.
Please. I want to read.
All right, next one, Mazen. Go ahead, Fatima.
Okay, thank
They
you.
have worked in the field. Number three, they have worked.
They have worked in the field.
Yep, very good. Mazen, go ahead, number four now. She has sung a song in the classroom.
She
Number
has
four. Yep.
she has sung a song in the classroom.
All right,
She
give
has
me the A sound, classroom.
class.
Right? And you have double O, all right? Respect the vowels. Sung a song in the classroom, and no need to rush it, all right? Number five, who's going next?
Arwa, teacher.
Miss.
All right, go ahead.
I have planted some plants in my garden.
I have planted some plants in my garden. All right, watch out, planted. It's same planted in American, planted in British accent. So both are right. Anyway, who's next now?
Me.
Let's go.
I have woken early in the morning.
I have walking early, early in the morning. All right, L. Don't just pass by the L quickly like that. Okay, give the L. It's a very important sound, right? The English. So early in the morning. Okay, who's next now?
Me, teacher.
All right, go ahead.
Harry. Harry has brushed her teeth.
Okay, Harry has brushed her teeth. Right, Harry has brushed her teeth. Very good reading. And
Can I say again, teacher?
Yep, go ahead if no one else want to read.
Okay. My mom has cooking food.
No, cooking or cooked. Cooked or cooking. Watch out. My mom has cooked food.
Cooked,
My mom
cooked
has
food.
cooked food. Yep, very good. You have cooked, cooked. It's regular verb, all right? It's regular,
Yes.
easy one. Okay,
Can I
number
read
9.
again?
I see some names didn't read yet. Magda, see Mr. Abdu, Yusuf. Okay, guys, come on, be initiative. Being initiative is being the first to take a step forward
Teacher,
and do the
I
same.
want
Yes,
to read again.
yes, go ahead. Number
They
9
have
now.
gone home.
They have gone home. They have gone home. They have gone home. Right,
They
number
have
10.
gone home.
Very good, thank you. He has drunk water. He has drunk water. Who's going to read number 10?
Me.
teacher.
All right, only one, please. One has to wait. All right. Showing your English skills and you really want to sound really good speaking English using the present perfect, stops asking people, how are you? You just ask them, how have you been? That's how you use the present perfect in really cool way to ask people how's your day, or how's it going, or how is your life treating you. There's too many ways to ask them how are you, except saying how are you. So for
Teacher,
the
how
present
can we
perfect tense,
find this picture?
yeah, you can say, how have you been? And they will say, I've been good, right? Never say I'm fine or I've been fine like that. Don't use fine. It's not really favorite one, especially for natives. So you say, I've been good. So how have you been? Usually when I go to class, I use it to ask my students, how have you been today? Or how have you been lately? Or how have you been? So they say, I've been good. I've been great. Okay, or just I'm good, I'm great, doing well. So how have you been? It's a good way to ask people how are you, and from the first line and the first conversation with you, that they will know that you really speak well English, right? You're not speaking ordinary English, like how are you, like regular people. So that's how you can use today's lesson in your conversation. How have you been? Also, you can use it when you tell people about your experience, right? About a story from your past, or any event happened to you from a few months ago, or even few years ago, all right? Also, you can use the present perfect to create many types of sentences, like affirmative, which means positive, a statement; negative, okay, denial; interrogative, which means questioning. Okay, it comes from interrogation, asking questions. So knowing the present perfect tense will make you look like really very skillful with your English, very comfortable with your English. You're gonna use it a lot in your conversations, because it's one of the most important tenses. Guys, do you have any questions for about the topic today? We still have a lot to go with here. We didn't even cover the adverbs yet, but it's impossible to finish the whole topic in one class. So if you have any questions, you feel free to ask me now.
No, thanks, teacher.
No thanks,
Is it
teacher.
all clear? I would ask you to recap the irregular verbs. All right, I already passed this memo to Mr. Ahmed. He might share it with you. So these common irregular verbs are really important. It will help you to answer any question with this tense easily. You watch out these irregular verbs here, and remember the trick I told you about asking people how they doing. Just say, how have you been? How have you been? That's how you use the present perfect to answer. So I work with native speakers and even native students in our school. My school is international. It's Chinese, academy. So among those international people, usually you can recognize from even short conversation who's expert with English, who's just a beginner, pre-intermediate, or which level. Okay, so I'm telling you a good trick. All right, just use how have you been to ask people how are they doing, or how are you, right, or how do you do, right? Stop using the regular stuff like how are you and like that. So how have you been? I've been good, I've been great. That's very important and simple, all right, and easy to remember even. So I think we've got only 1 minute left to our